Let's not go buy lambs, not go splurge it on clothes, or go buy food every single day. We're gonna stay down, be in stack mode, and invest the profit back into long-term positions. This way, our money's gonna always be making us money, inshallah. Okay. So if you're a day trader, whether it be it futures or options, I need you guys to be reinvesting the profit into a crypto. Okay. So there's going to be Bitcoin available, Ethereum, Solana, etc. Okay. You just make sure you're investing in at least a cryptocurrency. Even if you're a day trader, you do not want to be relying on that day trade profit to do absolutely everything. That day trade profit can be substantially unequal sometimes. Sometimes market's not going to be trending the way that you always want it to be. Sometimes it can be quite sideways and your setups might not be working out, but you're still going to have money planted in within lows of certain positions, aka a crypto, or B, a stock. Okay. So if you always have long-term visions on a crypto or stock being a big part of the future, then inshallah, you should be able to make some money, even if you're a day trader. Okay. So let's talk about what to do with your day trading profit. Okay. So say you made $300 off of a day trade. Okay. Whether it be a couple minute scalp or a couple of days, or even if you held it for a week plus. Okay. So boom. Say you made $300. Let's talk about how to break that down, what we're going to do with this bread, and how we can use this bread that we just made to turn into some more bread. So don't withdraw it all. Okay. Don't withdraw it all to zero. Don't do that. Okay. Withdrawing it down to zero is not going to be the play. We're going to stay down, let the account keep growing itself. Okay. And try and survive off of other things, even too. Okay. So just stay down and keep your trading accounts just growing, 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 growing. Try and only withdraw when you absolutely have to. Then, okay, then maybe withdraw. Or if you are trying to treat yourself for the most part, but you should be very far along until then. For the most part, all of your accounts, your crypto portfolio, okay, so there should be a crypto portfolio. Just because crypto is in the future, a lot of laws are being passed. Countries are buying cryptocurrency. So crypto should be in your portfolio. Okay. Shares. Okay. So some stock that you believe in, at least one stock you should be investing in that has a good sweep of the lows. Okay. So let's take Webull for example. Okay. If I get on the daily chart here, I can see that this IPO released in 2024. Okay. So Webull stock came out April 2024 or 2025, I meant to say, okay, of this year when this video is getting recorded. So I can expect price might want to give me a sweep. Webull is a broker that's really popular. As you can see, it's on TradingView right here too, okay, with the 4.5 stars, just like any other high broker up here too, okay. And we should be expecting a pretty nice sweep up, inshallah, okay. So I'm going to be making sure that I have a cryptocurrency play thing. Okay, so for me personally, I like to invest in Bitcoin. I like to also invest in this Ethereum stablecoin called USD. Okay, and once again, my stock shares play personally, I invest in Bull, and it's going to change per seasons. It's not going to always be the same. Take Robinhood for example. Okay, Robinhood. Anybody who went to buy this dip down here decided to buy the dip near 29.40, and then price could have bounced up to 65 much quicker than you would have ever expected. So as soon as it made this sharp low and then you start seeing some daily closes above, you know that price wants to do the sweep, and price went from 29.20 at that low to 65 in about a month, pretty much in about a month and a half. Okay. So that much price action can come out of nowhere, especially when the stock starts getting good positive news. Robinhood just got added to the S&P 500, so even more positive news. And they came out with a credit card, a Robinhood Gold card, and stuff like that, etc. Okay, so lots of good news. So do some research on whatever stock or crypto you're investing. So yeah, it's gonna be Hood, and yeah, just whatever stock or crypto. ENA USD is gonna be the stable coin here. And after your research is done, see if it has any future value. Future value is what's going to determine a lot of the time whether or not something's going to be worthwhile. Take the stable coin, for example, Ethena. Okay, this has something to do with Ethereum. Ethereum is going to be the second largest crypto. Okay, so same thing with Webull, for example. They just dropped Webull Pay, which is a crypto broker, and crypto is becoming very popular as of when this video is dropping. So take 10 years ago, even Apple and the iPhones were coming out, Face ID technologies, fingerprint technologies, AirPods, lots of cool stuff dropping. Okay, and people were able to take advantage of that. Warren Buffett, for example, one of his biggest trades was off of Apple, preparing himself for the future, seeing the innovation. Tesla, for example, people were able to make a lot of money with that too, believing in Elon's dream, believing in the innovation that was going to be coming forth. Okay. So once you believe in the innovation of something, you can become rich, inshallah, if God wills, by parking your money into that dream. Okay. Park your money into that dream and reading the chart well, understanding where resistance is and understanding where support is. And you can do a lot of damage. Okay. Because you don't want to just be day trading. You want to make sure that you are passive investing as well. Okay. Even if you're a really good day trader, you should have some passive investments on the side. Your trades that are making you money while you're asleep. Okay. Your trades that are making you money while you're not actively clicking buy or sell. Okay. Because you don't want to only make active income. Okay. Making only active income is not enough. You got to make passive and active income. Okay. So take that active income you guys are doing from day trading and put that into some long-term positions. Once again, such as crypto, buy some shares and stuff like that. And a lot of the times too, especially if you buy crypto and shares at the right place, you're pretty much almost never going to lose money. Okay. And another reason too is that, especially once you have a nice sweep planned out, you're going to be able to have some, and if you're holding it for over a year, you're going to be able to have some tax benefits. Okay. So there's long-term tax games, which give benefits to people who hold positions for over a year. Okay. So if you hold a position for over a year, then you get tax benefits. Okay. So there's a lot of tax benefits when you guys are holding it for over a year. So every day trade bread that you guys make, you guys are still going to have to pay your short-term capital gains tax on that, but your long-term position is not going to be taxes heavy, and you only get taxed when you fully sell. Okay. Otherwise, you can continue to hold. Okay. Taxes don't apply until you sell and the money withdraws into your bank account. Okay. So until then, decide to continue to just hold on. Okay. Hold. And that's going to be the beauty about taking the day trading money and parking it into a long investment is you're going to be able to hold pretty much forever. Okay. A lot of these things have been out. A lot of these companies, whatever you guys are looking at, indexes, a lot of these things that we trade have been out for many, many, many decades, which means that the goal of this chart, whether it be a crypto, whatever, stocks, especially crypto and stocks, the goal of them is to go within an upwards direction. As you can see, just 2 years ago, AMD was really, really low. It used to be in the triple digits, if you know, you know. But before the numbers got crunched, then you can just see easily here. Price was at 44, and now we're all the way near like 185. Okay. So, and that's just in 2 years. So in 2 years, if you would have just bought and hold, you would consistently make money. So that's pretty much letting you know if you buy, you will consistently make money. Price will continue to go up and you can hold forever. So instead of stressing yourself out like, oh man, I didn't win my day trade today, I lost bread. You're not going to be tripping. You have a whole nother house creating bread for you. Okay. And think of every investment that you're in like doors. Okay. Well, the crypto is a door. The shares that you're in is a door. Okay. So every long-term investment is a door to get rich at. Okay. Especially once you guys are playing it structurally. Catch the gap fills and invest diversely. Okay. Say you have $1,000 to invest, right? I wouldn't just put it all into one thing. I wouldn't just put it all into crypto, all into futures, all into options. I would actually break it down. Okay. So what I would do personally if I just wanted to break down 1,000, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go $250 in Bitcoin. Okay. I'm going $250 in shares. All right. So I got 500 left. Okay. What I'm doing is I'm going $250 for options. Okay. This is just going to be some option trades that I take, a couple times a month, couple times a week. Okay. And then the rest, I'm going to go ahead and just leave it alone. Okay. I'm just going to leave it alone. So we're at a 750 right here. Okay. 750. I wouldn't use the whole 1,000. And what I'm going to do is I would put the rest, okay, which is the rest of the 250 in my bank. Okay. So there we go. Say you guys may hit $1,000 day trade. If you hit it on options, then you could just keep it in your account. Okay. But then bust it down. Put $250 in shares, $250 in Bitcoin, and put some in the bank. And this way, whenever tax time comes to, your profits are just going to be rolling in. Okay. And you're always going to have some money put up. Always going to have some money put up. And when you always have money put up, you're definitely going to be in the green, inshallah. So put up that bread, stay in stack mode, stay down, keep stacking it up, keep stacking it up. Don't take all the day trade bread and splurge. Please don't splurge or do anything. And don't fully withdraw. We never fully withdraw our profits. Okay. We never fully withdraw. We withdraw percentages. So if you make $200, you withdraw $100 max. It can be less, but you're going to be withdrawing $100 maximum. Okay. You don't want to be withdrawing all the profit you just made, because then how is your account going to grow in an upwards direction if it's just going to literally hamster wheel and stay in the same place? And that's fine. Your account can hamster wheel once you're in like the 7, 8, 9 figs, then your account can hamster wheel. But until you're past that, and until we get to that point, it's going to be just consistent and just making sure we're not putting ourselves in the hamster wheel by making decisions that we don't need to be making, like withdrawing all the profit. Because then how are we going to get more contracts? And then from there, you're just going to keep making the same amount every single time. And trading is nothing like a job. The more disciplined you are, the more structured you are, the more simple it is to achieve the wealth that you desire. You have to forget about success. You have to forget about money. And it has to be straight about discipline. And this is why God is extremely important too. A lot of the books tell us to be disciplined. And I'm starting to really understand how much that translates into every single thing, whether it be working out, trading, just being a good person. Being disciplined is going to be the key to everything. Okay. It's easy to blow everyone out the water when they're not disciplined. And trading is trading for a reason. When you're losing, somebody's winning. And when you're winning, somebody's losing. So you gotta be disciplined. You gotta go hard. You gotta be structured. Can't crash out whenever you take a loss. Okay. You can't crash out that you're not at hitting take profit yet. You gotta relax. Even if you gotta sit on these plays for some years, for some months, for some weeks, understand that you gotta believe in the vision. God bless us all with intellect. And if it's even a thought for you to get in, like, I think this is a good investment. Take it. So many people are set up with life right now because they had the opportunity to take it back in the day. Okay. So in every generation gets a blessing. Okay. Right now we have the crypto wave. There's a lot of opportunities in our face, but people are too busy looking back in time at Bitcoin and stuff like that. Like, oh man, I wish I got in then. When there's plays you can get in today. Focus on what you can do today. Okay, you can only focus on what you can do today. We cannot go back in time. There's nothing that can be done. We just have to focus on what we can do today, because that's all we can do to stay happy and to make sure that we achieve our goals. Because what are we going to do? Let the fact that plays already passed stop us? No. We're going to do research. We're going to find the best plays with the most logical formations, make sure the structure lines up with the news if there's any, and we're going to go ahead and take a play. All right. So it was the same thing, just like I was talking about with the crypto ENA USD. So this is going to be my favorite thing that I like to look for. So I like for resistance to be above current price for long-term investing. Okay. And this is going to let me know that price is going to want to try to at least fill the resistance, because price has to break resistances in order to go in an upwards direction. So price cannot go in an upwards direction unless it breaks areas of resistance. And resistance are areas where sellers step in. So until price breaks in areas of resistance, it can't continue to go forward. And once it does and stays above it, it'll go forward, inshallah. Okay. Can definitely fall back through it one day, but for the most part, if it's above it, it's above it. Okay. So boom, that's gonna be my favorite thing to look for is a U gap fill and positive news. So TradingView, whatever you guys are looking at, Twitter, online, so much good information you guys can use to research whatever you're getting into. If you see the structure looks amazing and it has some positive news behind it, I would definitely take the chance. I would 100% take the chance. Okay. Don't not take the chance. It's 100% worth it to just stay down, not waste our money on anything, no fast food, no nothing, straight investing. Even when you put that money away in your bank account, try not to touch it. Okay. Try not to touch it. Take care of your bills, priorities, rent, and just invest, 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 and stay down. Let this wealth build itself until we get into the position that we want to be. Inshallah, if God wills. Okay. So it's just about really taking the risk and understand that no risk, no Rari. Cannot be fearful to get into a trade. So fear within trading is banned. Okay. So you can't be scared to just reinvest your tape. Okay. Don't instantly withdraw thinking like, oh, I'm never gonna make this amount again. Relax. Withdraw a percentage of it. Don't have fear, and put it back into the market and start your consistent flow. The more you feed your flow, the more everything becomes a lot simpler within the earth. Okay. So use whatever you guys are going through emotionally to transmute that. Okay. Don't let any anxiety make you close the trade. Let that anxiety be, man, I really just pray I'm right because I've been studying hard. Okay. Don't think, am I going to lose money? 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 Stay focused on the game. Stay focused on the process. Okay. Stay focused on the process because there are some times where, yes, in trading especially, you will lose money. But when you get good, once you start diversifying certain things, then and you're not always just day trading, getting destroyed by one instrument, especially if you're not ready, which has happened to me on SPX and certain other things as well too. So I'm always speaking from experience, and I don't ever want you guys to go through any of that. So again, times I made a 950 on SPX and didn't close because it wasn't 1,000 and got fully reversed on. And that's what taught me what theta was. Okay. So even if I were to make good day trading bread at the time, I wasn't educated. I didn't know what I was doing. I was still greedy. I was still sloppy. And I just still wasn't able to get my head on straight. And I kept crashing out my account. I kept blowing it up. And I remember doing JPOW was one of my most frustrating trading days actually before I was able to get funded and teach on my friends and stuff like that. I struggled for a long time, costing me like 3K and certain resets and stuff like that to really get it the first time. Due to the fact that my impulse control was just horrible. Clicking buy immediately and placing limit orders as soon as market opens, trying to trade news like CPI and stuff like that with limit orders on futures, doing a lot of unnecessary things that I just didn't need to do. And now it all taught me. So now I can teach you guys. So thank God it happened for a reason. But as far as being profitable, the more you click buy and sell does not mean the more money you're going to make. It's about when you click buy and sell. It's about when you click buy and sell, not the more you click buy and sell. When you click buy and sell. That is the difference in trading. Okay. So most other things are about volume, whether it be a business, most things are about volume. But trading is going to be who can almost pretty much do the least, who can be the most disciplined. Okay. Real trading is supposed to be boring. Real trading is supposed to be sterile. It's not supposed to be fun. This isn't a game. Okay. Even when you guys are a day trader, it's not a game. Don't take it as a game. This is very, very serious. And you should be journaling everything, taking strategic notes, and just understanding yourself emotionally every single day. And feel free to ask God for wisdom too if you're struggling with anything, struggling with anxiety, struggling with feeling like you might not be good enough to make it. Hey, I know that was something that happened to me, and I actually looked at like an old page in my trading journal and accomplished like everything I said I was going to. So don't give up. So even when you're feeling like down bad or whatever, just don't give up. Don't give up. Even when it's frustrating, if like, man, these setups aren't working, whatever. Don't give up. Okay? Stay resilient. Stay hard. And even when things are going really good, you're not losing bread anymore. You're making bread. Stay humble. Do not develop an ego and do not lose yourself because losing yourself is going to be a quick way to lose everything. Okay. It's good that we're disciplined, head on, steadfast. Okay. Because it's going to make trading a joke after that. It's not many things that are going to be able to consciously affect you with the serious matter. So park yourself for the future, and you'll be able to park yourself your Lamborghini that you want. Inshallah, if God wills. Okay, let me go ahead and talk about materialism too. Okay, trading for materialism is going to be a downward spiral. Okay, I've lived in high-rise apartments before. I've drove in foreign cars. First car was a foreign car. These are things I've done. And trading for materialism only leads to downward spiral. I've seen it happen to people around me. Okay, even if you're making good money for maybe a month or two, if you aren't disciplined, if you aren't structured, it will all be taken away from you quickly, and you will go straight downward. Okay, and you're gonna be able to recover. Just ask God for some strength. Okay, for some strength. But whenever you run up that big bag, even if you lose it, don't think, dang, I'm going to lose my lifestyle. I'm going to lose this. I'm not going to be able to get the car I want. Chill. Okay. Because the reason why you even got in that position is because we're more focused on the items, more focused on the vanity versus focused on the discipline, the structure that comes behind it, the spiritual growth that comes behind these charts, the discipline that we learn, the patience that we learn, self reflecting, calming our anxiety down naturally. Okay. So these are things that are going to be imperative to our success as traders for sure. Okay. And if we want to succeed, we have to have high emotional intelligence. Okay. So EI, emotional intelligence, is going to be the ability to identify patterns. Okay. Identify patterns and identify compulsive behaviors, etc., feelings, etc. Okay. So emotional intelligence is going to be when you're going to be able to spot pretty much what you're doing wrong. Okay. When you can see, all right, I'm kind of mad right now. Let me get up. That's high emotional intelligence. Or if you're saying, I'm about to crash out, I'm going to keep buying over and over again, let me close the charts. Okay, that's high emotional intelligence. Even if you stay on the computer, you just close the charts and go do some other work. I'm going to go grind my business. I'm going to go grind work. Forget it. Okay, you just forget about it. You stay in your bag. Okay. And what can really hold you back is thinking too far ahead, thinking everyone else too. Can't look at someone else's P&L. Don't do that. Look at your P&L. Play your game. You're in your race. Don't do that. All that looking around that can really destroy us as human beings. Don't do all that looking around. Be contingent with who you are. Be confident in who you are. They're gonna be good, inshallah. All right. Love you guys so much. Stay prayed up with God. I'll catch you next.